Welcome back to markets today. It was a day when the markets didn't do much at the index level. A little bit of red as far as the Nifty and the Sensex, a little bit of green for the Nifty, but it was largely a market with low volumes and waiting and watching for the big expiry tomorrow, expiry of the March contract. On that note, let's play to you some of the market opinion that we got today. This one is from an important market observer, Nitin Jain, Principal Investment Manager at Kotak UK.
This quarter has not been very kind to us, but I think we will hold on to our positions. We don't see any big issue in banking sector on a longer term basis or on a medium term basis. Yes, there is this quarter where there will be some bit of profit taking which has happened. Clearly, this is a quarter where there has been a significant shift of money into consumers, possibly IT, pharma, and cyclical stocks have taken a backseat.
All right, on that note, let's now get some technical conversations going. Sudarshan Sukhani is joining in. Sudarshan, yet another lackluster session, weakness continuing on the street. How have you read trade today?
Good evening. Well, markets had another down day today, but there's a much bigger underlying message. That message is that a lot of mid-cap, good quality stocks are now giving us clear and visible signs of distribution. They're breaking down from their support levels. Patterns are now visible, bearish patterns that is, and lower targets are coming. So the Nifty can move up and down in the short term. We have no way of suggesting that a rally cannot come, but the rallies should be sold into. For most traders who are not professional traders, the best trade in this market is not to do anything and step aside. For professional traders, if you see a rally, you should be thinking of going short in the rally. We are in a correction, all markets correct, it's not a big deal, and this market will correct. 85.20 where we are closing on today, where we have closed, is not the final end of this correction. Lower levels are coming. So that's the broad theme which we are working on.
Okay, that's a little ominous, Sudarshan, but nevertheless, let's get to specific stocks. Any strategies?
For tomorrow, consider going short in Shriram Transport Finance. This stock is an example of how markets have changed for the short term. The stock was an outperformer on the bullish side. It's now made a sideways range. That sideways range is a distribution of clear and visible bearish head and shoulder is now available to us with much lower targets. This is the explanation I am giving is simply because we must understand that markets are heading lower in the short term.
All right, Sudarshan, many thanks for that. Let's move on then. A number of stocks were buzzing around in trade today. Let's go across to Mangalam Malu for a stocks wrap.
Well, thank you for that. A lot of stocks were in focus today. We start with Cipla. The company launches a generic drug, Sofosbuvir, in India under the brand name Hepsivir. SpiceJet was also in focus as Delhi High Court has given SpiceJet the time till 7th of April to sort out its issues with Awas. Remember, Awas is one of its lessors who had asked DGCA to deregister 3 of the company's planes. Glenmark was also in focus as the Supreme Court stays Delhi High Court's order against the company till April 28th. Remember, the Delhi High Court had restrained the company from selling and manufacturing Zita and Zitamet. Remember, both of them are anti-diabetic drugs. Godrej Properties was also active in trade today as the company announced a new residential project in Kolkata to its portfolio. Also, the company had announced a township project in Pune yesterday. Om Metals and Infra Projects was also active in trade today as the company won an order worth nearly 194 crores from the UP government. Axis Gates was locked in upper circuit on the back of some fund action yesterday. Remember, Alchemy Capital Management bought about 7.5 lakh shares on this counter. HCC was also in focus as the company secured nearly 217 crores worth arbitration award. The company got an order for extension of time cost claim in the Lucknow Muzaffarpur project. The management spoke to CNBC TV 18 and here's what he had to say.
In the last review when we have discussed about the results, we said this good time seems to be coming. As far as order booking is concerned, we are L1 in the last quarter for close to about 4,700 crores worth of the projects, which is quite good. I mean, most of the projects are basically in the transport sector, and we are quite happy with this. And if you add L1 positions and the current order book, we are close to about 18,000 crores.
Rolta was also in focus as it announced a partnership with Hitachi. Rolta and Hitachi established partnership in India to explore new opportunities is what the management had to say to CNBC TV 18. Let's listen into what more he had to add as well.
This is a partnership to explore certain new areas which are in focus of Hitachi, especially in infrastructure, and also focus in Rolta for example, in big data analytics. So they give us access to the market, to the Japanese market as well as to international markets where they are more established. We are going to bid for infrastructure projects, especially in smart cities. So smart cities is a very big focus of ours. We have very good smart city solutions.
All right, so those were some of the stocks in focus today, and with that we wrap up this edition of Markets Today.
Thank you so much for watching.